Have you ever pondered the significance of Abraham's life and his role in the Holy Bible? In the annals of religious history, few figures loom as large as Abraham. His story, as depicted in the Holy Bible, is one of faith, perseverance, and divine promise. Abraham is not just a biblical figure but a cornerstone for three of the world's major religions: Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. Each of these faiths traces their roots back to this singular patriarch, attesting to his profound influence. Today we embark on a journey to delve deeper into the life of Abraham. We'll explore his life chronologically, from his humble beginnings to the monumental events that marked his journey and the enduring legacy he left behind. Our aim is to shed light on the life of this extraordinary man and the significance of his story in religious discourse. So fasten your seatbelts as we journey into the life of this remarkable biblical figure. Our story begins in a city called Ur, where a boy named Abram, later known as Abraham, was born. Nestled in the fertile plains of Mesopotamia, Ur was a bustling metropolis, a hub of commerce and culture, cradling the first glimmers of civilization. Here, under the shimmering skies of ancient Sumer, Abram first opened his eyes to the world. Abram's family, led by his father Terah, were idol worshippers, adhering to the religious norms of their time. They were ordinary folks, living ordinary lives, their days marked by the rhythm of the seasons and their duties. Yet, even in these early days, a divine prophecy touched their family. Terah received a promise from God, a promise of blessing and greatness for his lineage. However, the magnitude of this promise was beyond their understanding. Their son Abram was to play a pivotal role in this divine narrative. Little did they know, their son was destined for greatness. It was just another day when the divine call echoed in Abraham's life. Suddenly, the ordinary became extraordinary, as Abraham found himself at the epicenter of a divine plan, far grander than any human could fathom. The voice of God broke through the mundanity, calling Abraham to leave his homeland, his comfort, his known world. It wasn't a call of mere relocation, it was a call to faith, trust, and obedience. Abraham was faced with a choice that would change the course of his life and indeed, the world. With a heart full of faith and courage, he chose the path less traveled. He chose to heed the divine call, to leave behind the familiar and step into the unknown. This decision marked the beginning of Abraham's journey of faith, a journey intertwined with trials, blessings, and divine revelations. Abraham, heeding the divine call, began a journey that would etch his name in the annals of religious history. Abraham's faith was rewarded with a covenant and a promise that would shape the course of history. In the ancient Near East, covenants were a common way of establishing bonds and agreements. Yet the covenant God made with Abraham was far from ordinary. This was a divine pact, a commitment from the creator of the universe to one man and his lineage. God's covenant with Abraham was twofold, a promise of land and a promise of descendants. The land, often referred to as the Promised Land, was said to be a place flowing with milk and honey, a symbol of prosperity and abundance. This was to be the homeland of Abraham's descendants, a place for them to flourish and grow. But the promise of descendants was perhaps the most astonishing part of the covenant. Abraham and his wife Sarah were already advanced in years, and yet God promised that Abraham would become the father of a great multitude. So great, in fact, that they would be as numerous as the stars in the sky and the sand on the seashore. In recognition of this promise, God changed Abram's name to Abraham, which means father of many. This wasn't just a nominal change, but a divine affirmation of Abraham's future role. Sarah too was promised a son, and she gave birth to Isaac, the child through whom God's promises would be fulfilled. Yet the story doesn't end there. God decided to test Abraham's faith by asking him to sacrifice his son Isaac. This was a test of obedience, a test of faith, and Abraham passed. He proved his unwavering trust in God, and God in turn reaffirmed his covenant. Through these acts of faith and obedience, Abraham's life was transformed, and he was set on a path that would forever change the world. His descendants would form nations, and through them, God's promise to Abraham would resonate throughout history. It was through this covenant that Abraham became the father of many nations. Abraham's life was more than a series of events. It was a legacy that transcended time. His story is a testament to the power of faith and obedience, leaving an indelible mark on generations that followed. As we delve into the legacy of Abraham, it's critical to acknowledge the impact his faith had on subsequent generations. His unwavering belief in a monotheistic God, despite the polytheistic society he was born into, was a testament to his faith. This resolute belief in one God laid the foundation for monotheistic faiths like Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Today, billions around the world trace their spiritual lineage back to Abraham, a testament to his enduring influence. Abraham's obedience, demonstrated in his willingness to sacrifice his own son at God's command, has also left a profound impact. This act, though seemingly incomprehensible, underscores the importance of unwavering obedience and complete trust in divine will. It is a lesson that resonates today, reminding us of the importance of faith, even in the face of immense challenges and sacrifices. The lessons drawn from Abraham's life continue to hold relevance today. His story teaches us about the power of faith, the importance of obedience, and the potential for transformation. It shows us that faith is not merely about belief, but about action, about living in accordance with our convictions and being willing to make sacrifices for them. Beyond the personal lessons, Abraham's story has shaped various religious traditions. His life and teachings are embedded in religious texts and traditions, serving as a guide for moral and ethical conduct. His story is recounted in sermons and religious teachings, reminding us of the importance of faith and obedience. In conclusion, Abraham's life was not just a series of events, but a powerful legacy. His faith and obedience have left an enduring impact, influencing religious traditions and personal beliefs. The story of Abraham, a man of unwavering faith, continues to inspire and guide us, making his life a beacon of hope and obedience for all.